Hi, I am doing a lesser known trail at Ohiopyle, Old Mitchell Trail, I believe it's called. And it's very different. Not a soul on this trail. And I've been on it for, I think, like zero point 0.7 miles or something like that. It's pretty easy, but I brought my walking sticks because when I did part of this last year, there's a lot of like growth and I just want to be sure I can flick things away with my walking sticks. The only thing I'm worried about on this trail are the ticks. So I'm going to have to do a very thorough tick check before I get in my car. I did sprayed my pants to the point where they were almost wet with this tick spray I got at Dick's. And I also sprayed my arms with it. I do have a little tick remover in my bag if need be. I've never had to use it yet, but I will not be surprised if I have to after this trail. Yeah, this trail, I went to the bathroom at the office, and it's crowded, and which I kind of figured. It's a Sunday, and it's going to be like 80 degrees, so everybody's out. The Cucumber Falls parking lot was pretty full. I think there was like one spot left. If I really wanted to get in there, I could have. But I didn't really feel like dealing with a crowded trail. So I wanted to do a lesser well-known one. And I decided on this one or one of the other trails I did last year that both, they say, are good in the spring for birding. And this is a decent one for birding. I've been hearing birds the entire time I've been on it. I haven't seen any, but I'm sure if I really looked close enough, I could see one. But they've definitely been chirping the entire time. I don't know which kind. And so the only things, that worry me, of course, are the ticks. And, that's pretty in there. Wow. And snakes. This definitely looks like a trail there could be snakes on. So far, so good. I guess we'll see. I haven't been on a hike for about a month. And the last time I was up here was, I think, April 18th, 19th, or something like that. And these are really cool. I don't think those are pawpaws. I don't know what those are. But when I was up here in middle of April, there were still, the trees did not have their leaves on them. And I did the Jonathan Run Trail, and man, even though it was like high 70s, it felt like 85 because that sun was beating down that day and there was no leaf cover. Today's getting hot, but there are definitely the leaves are on the trees now, and everything is so green, pretty. This trail's, I've not lost it, but there are some areas there's just a lot of, it's like brush, but it's well marked. You can really tell where the trail's going, even if it doesn't, look like this. But I'm just following my L trail. So this trail, if you punch the name in, it does not come up on, I don't think, all trails. So after I do this hike, it'll say connect to a trail, and there's I'll probably just type the name in and see if I can get it to work, but it only comes up if, like, I knew where to park and things, and once I pulled it up on All Trails, even though I pulled up my All Trails before I got to this area because I knew I probably wouldn't have service. So I had pulled it up ahead of time, and I just put navigate, and you can see the trail comes up, but there's no name on it. So I don't know why. All Trails says there's like 20 some trails at Ohiopyle Park, which I guess there are, but some are like repeated on the app, and they're repeated on there, and there's lots of other trails that aren't even listed on All Trails. But there's, the Tharp Knob one, there's Sproul Trail, Children's Trail, the Beach Trail. Like, those ones just don't come up when you're looking for trails at Ohiopyle. The way that you will see all these trails listed is if you go to the actual Ohiopyle website on the, what's it, PCDNR or P, yeah, I don't know, PCDNR site, PADCNR, I don't know. But on there, if you go under, all the state parks are listed for Pennsylvania, and if you go on there and go under hikes, it is listed. Every trail that's at Ohiopyle is listed. Mud. I was trying to avoid this. It's like a little bit of a quicksand. Get through here, of course. Okay. But if you go through all those trails, they're all listed, and I go by that for the difficulty because it seems more reliable than All Trails. If you're an avid hiker, you would think some trails are easy when they're really kind of moderate for an average person. But this one I would say is easy. I only brought my sticks just in case I needed them. But it's been pretty easy. I don't know what the elevation gain is yet. I'm going up a slight elevation here, but nothing much. The other thing bothering me about this trail is when I did part of it last year, it was just so quiet. And it is quiet for the most part, but as soon as I started heading on it, I heard gunshots, and I didn't know there was a shooting range at Ohiopyle. I've heard probably about 6 rounds of shooting of, what sounds like it'd be like a shooting range or something. And I have no idea where it would be. But it seemed like the further I went on the trail, the less noisy it had gotten. I can still hear it, but it's not as loud. Now, when I get to my car in the parking lot, I'll probably be able to hear it really loud, and then I'll be like ducking because I have no idea where this shooting range is. Now, there are a couple houses on the road that comes up to this trail or to this area, because there's also I think a place to put your boats or something. I think they transfer the people that are going to raft or something. It's near this area. So this is actually, the parking lot is by a helicopter landing area. So, but there was one car that had pulled in, and I don't think they knew where they were going, and I don't know what they were looking for. I think it was a female in the car. I have no idea. Like, if she was looking for the Jonathan Run Trail, then she was way off, but I don't know. She sat in a lot, and I don't know if she was going to ask me, where something was, but I was getting my things together, and by the time I had my stuff together and was getting out of the car, she had already pulled out. So I don't know, but so it could be good or bad if there's nobody on the trail. If you want complete silence, this is the trail. But if you want to be around people, then go to the main falls, Cucumber Falls, and do one of those trails. The Ferncliff Trail, there were people on the side of the river, so I'm sure that one will be crowded. I just wanted to kind of get out and be a little bit by myself. Even though I'm by myself at home, I still wanted to be out because I haven't walked for a while and I really need it. But yeah, this trail is just different. There's no overlooks, but it's different. I did see some little wildflowers. They weren't trilliums. I don't know if the mountain laurel would be blooming now, but I saw a lot of white flowers that weren't trilliums, unless they were big. They were like on a bush, so I don't know. Maybe it could be mountain laurel now. And then trying to think. I saw a little of those purple flowers, those little tiny purple flowers. I call them like Johnny Jump Ups. I don't know if that was what they were or something different. I took pictures of them, of course. Post them on my Facebook and Instagram. Weird, because it was a yellow blaze. Now it's a red blaze. There's no way I can't have gotten off the trail, because this is like a loop. Now there's an area a half mile into the trail. You can go to the right, and that's the, I don't know, Eli Trail or something. And I think it leads down to one of the waterfalls, and it's kind of steep. I started down it, and I had to go to the bathroom last year, and I just turned around and came back, because I didn't know if you're allowed to void in the woods. So I was like, gosh darn it. And I was literally like only a mile in, and I was like, what the heck? So, but I've learned if I want to do my hikes earlier, instead of drinking 2 cups of coffee, I need to just drink 1. Actually, I probably shouldn't drink any at all, but I have to have my coffee. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna, I think, say goodbye unless I see something really different. But I mean, this trail's a nice trail if everything's green. I'm just, hoping I don't get a tick, but I did come a little bit prepared for if I do get a tick. I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping that spray works. The other days, I wasn't using a spray because I didn't think I'd need it because it was a little bit cooler, and I was putting a eucalyptus lotion on. It seemed like, I don't know if it actually worked or if there just weren't any ticks around. No, see, now it's yellow. What the heck? I'm going to have to read back on the site and see what blaze this trail's supposed to be. But I should be more than halfway through it, and there's a red blaze. I'm pretty sure this is just a old Mitchell Loop trail. So I don't know. But I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna have a drink of my water and see how far I have left in this trail, because I'm debating on whether to do one of the other trails that's supposed to be good for the spring, or just kind of check out some of the sites. But I know it's going to be crowded, and I'm probably not even going to get food up there because I'm sure that'll be crowded as well. So already looking forward to fall. I'm not looking forward to the 90 degrees coming, but it is what it is. So, all right. Oh, here's a... I hope this video doesn't make you sick. I'm sure I'm not exactly the smoothest walker. Red and yellow, so I don't know. Not sure. But I'm gonna check it out here. I'll catch you on the other side.